It happened again.
When you told me, I wasn't even surprised. I was just like, yep, another day.
Drone number 3 smashed to bits.
And tell them exactly, because the footage is actually comical.
Yeah, it is. I sent it to like a bunch of guys, and they were like sending back like an Oscar-worthy performance.
It's so bad.
Basically, I had an indoor shoot. There was no reason for me to fly outdoors today. I finished the indoor shoot, and then I was like, you know what? There's like a fountain outside. I was like, it'd be cool to incorporate that maybe. So then I went outside to shoot it and set my drone down. And like I'm in the city, so trees like the last. I'm worried about buildings. I'm not worried about a tree. And it flies straight up, straight into a tree, crashing back down, destruction. My friend who was with me was like, he felt so bad. He's like, oh my gosh, dude, I'm so sorry. And I was like, it's not your fault. Like I just didn't see it.
That was actually dumb.
Yeah,
he barely even made it off the ground. Yeah. Not even like a few feet.
Like literally,
it was so bad.
And I don't know. We need to get off this topic because it performs terrible with our audience. But
drones. Yeah, I low-key forgot about that. Okay, so like, well, I don't want to talk about drones anymore now. I low-key forgot about that.
No, I'm kidding. No, I'm sure it'll be fun for the podcast, but it just won't be a reel for sure.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that though. Okay, so I learned something the other day on TikTok, and I want to get your thoughts on it. And I actually used it this entire weekend. I only shot native ISOs because apparently, like, when you shoot 800 ISO, it's built for retaining detail in, I believe, your shadows. And then when you're shooting 12,800 ISO, so say you're on an FX3, you have those two native ISOs, it's built for retaining detail in the highlights, which is so weird. So I only shot native ISOs this weekend on my biggest shoot of the year, probably.
Yeah.
And that was so that I don't know. I just thought I was getting a cleaner image.
I mean, this is kind of related. I just question about ISO. So if you're shooting like a continuous shot where you're going to like pan past a window and then back into the darkness, are you like supposed to just like find like the most neutral ISO and just leave it consistent the whole time and then keyframe it afterwards?
I typically set my ISO for the end of the shot, and then I just like do it. That's where like an ARRI Alexa comes into play, where you have like 18 stops of dynamic range, and it's like literally insane. So you can like make it happen no matter what, and your highlights and shadows.
Like we were doing a continuous shot today, and it like goes through like a super dark hallway and then into like and it can't, like, you can't cut it. Like, it has to be a continuous shot for the purpose of it. And it's like the super bright window. And I was like, I guess I'm just going to set it in the middle. And
so that's actually what cinema lenses, when they have the geared f-stop, that's what that's for. So you're supposed to be able to roll your f-stop
as
you were going. So like a really good first AC, or I guess second AC, will like someone will pull focus and then someone will pull f-stop or aperture, and they'll like roll it down so that it's unnoticeable.
Yeah, because mine was incredibly noticeable.
Right. But like I was always wondering when I was like first starting out, I was like, why would you need a geared, like smooth T-stop or F-stop? And that's why.
Yeah, or just having someone pulling focus or pulling F-stop.
And that's why people talk about decollect apertures, because like aperture rings, like this one, when you have the aperture, this is a photo lens. So like that's clicked, and then a declicked aperture is like completely smooth. So like you can't even hear that, but it just rolls perfectly in between all the T-stops. So you can do that on the fly. So you're not having to in post change everything.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought that was interesting.
I actually is interesting.
All right. Oh yeah. Also, I don't want to give away all our secrets, but it was a good weekend with that filter.
Yeah.
It was. When you see the footage, it's gonna be like night and day.
It looks so good, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like the pictures that I sent, like the whole video is gonna look like that.
Yeah, it's gonna be,
which
so
is
good.
nuts. So
I'll probably be. Will I use one for a wedding? Maybe. We'll see.
For a wedding, it would be awesome. Yeah. But like all those stage lights that are just perfectly tuned, and also they had the stage lights up high enough to where I could shoot at 800 the whole time, which is my camera's native ISO. It has dual native, so it has 800 and 1600, which is nice. So I was shooting at 800 the whole time, and then I roll my f-stop up to like 4, 5.6, or like 3.5, depending on where I was on the stage, because it was super unevenly lit. But it was so nice knowing like, oh, I'm getting the most out of my camera right now.
That's nice.
It's a good feeling.
Yeah.
Other than like ProRes RAW, but I don't have a monitor, so
Valid.
yeah. I also didn't shoot on the anamorphics, which was a weird change because last year I did.
Did you like going back?
With the filter, yes. But if I didn't have the filter, I wouldn't have liked it. Because the filter added style in a way that like I wouldn't have had otherwise. I will say like the image stabilization on the RF glass is just so next level when paired with a Canon R6 Mark II. It's quite insane. So, I mean, you can't really... my shots all look like they're shot on gimbals.
Yeah.
But like it had the ease of use. I was thinking about buying a gimbal today.
No, don't do it.
I'm not going to.
Don't do it. Gimbals
They're of the devil.
they're not, I don't know. As one who has a gimbal and never used it. Again, like I was telling Skylar, I'm really sad about my drone. And she's like, you never fly it. And I was like,
you don't.
I know, but I just started getting into it. But it's like, honestly, and I was like, the thing is like, I'm not buying another one.
Yeah. I'm thinking I'm going to sell my anamorphics.
Yeah.
It's just,
Don't tell anyone about the fungus. They won't notice.
MPB watching.
Yeah. But yeah, I was like, I have so much gear that I just don't use enough.
Yeah, you
My
should sell all of
Steadicam.
it. Oh my gosh. I forgot about that thing.
Although I did have an idea.
You like
for
never use that.
literally never, because I don't use a camera enough at work. Because literally,
That's
this
so
is
sad.
what's cool though is like, so I just had to plan out like a ton of stuff for like Easter and like literally multiple videos, and it's like I get to basically plan out the videos, and then we have a team that comes in and does it. So it's
Right.
like literally like I don't have to actually like. I guess I'm like directing, like bringing it to fruition, but I was like, went to our videographer. I was like, hey, can you do this in After Effects? Because this is what I want it to look like. And he's like, yeah. And I was like, sick.
Yeah, and you're like, good, because you have to. Like, you don't really have a choice. That's wild.
But no, it's actually great.
That's what's nice about it not being a one-man show. Like,
yes.
for me, it's just like, oh, I can either
Your
do
job
this
to
or
me
I'm
is
not.
like low key so hard because like you have to come up with the idea,
Yeah.
and then like shoot and produce it
Yeah.
by yourself.
And getting scheduling is the
Yeah.
worst because like I have to somehow work it into everyone's schedules. It's terrible, but I make it happen. I honestly, I don't know. I've been flying by the seat of my pants for a long time now, and it's been working. But
I mean, stuff looks great. So
yeah, the freedom video is gonna be nuts. The fact I have to get it done by Wednesday night is bad, but
scary one.
I mean, I get it every year.
If you could, like, you had to sell a piece of gear that you own right now that's over, not your lenses, that are worth over $500, what would you sell?
I don't have a piece of gear that's
Over $300. You had to get it for something.
I don't have anything.
On your lights?
Yeah, but
And
you think
this?
I'd sell those? This is like, yeah, this is 300, I guess.
Yeah. And that?
Dude, I'm not selling that.
I'm saying you have to pick one.
That's terrible, Luke. Over $300? I can't think of anything. I'm so slim on equipment right now.
I would probably get rid of,
I would not sell my C-stands.
mine would probably be my drone.
Yeah, I hope so. I already sold all my equipment that I don't use.
Yeah.
You could make an argument that my 50 mil 1.4 is worth $300. I've been trying to sell that for a while on Facebook Marketplace, but I have my notifications turned off, so I keep missing people's texts. Oh, you know what I'd sell? An SSD.
Because they're skyrocketing. No, you better hang on to that bad boy.
That's what I'm saying.
Hold on those. That's
I think I bought a 4 terabyte SSD for $200, and now they're worth like so much more.
I mean, we are fried when it comes to storage, when it comes to physical media, when it comes to anything. Like, they are coming for us.
Yeah. I'm proud to say that I don't have a single piece of gear that I'd sell right now, except my lenses.
I need to. I literally, my studio is such a mess. Skylar and I need to go through and just get rid of stuff.
Mine's a mess right now, but that's just because I've had shoots every single
Mine just has like
day.
Mine honestly has too much gear spread around. And you're like, yeah, you have your wireless pros. Those are 300. Like, you have a ton of stuff. It's
I use those every day.
exactly. But you said I don't have a piece of gear that's 300. You have so much that's 300.
Yeah, over 300, but like there's no shot that I'm selling. I will say my wireless goes 2s Look up how much those are,
Like
because I would
$250.
sell those because I don't use them. Wireless go-tos. Yeah, I could sell those. Now,
Like 184 used, but 279 new. So.
I mean, I could bundle some stuff up,
yeah.
I guess. Like,
Someone has my wireless pros. I need to get those back. Let them borrow it.
what? You let someone borrow your most valued piece of
I
equipment,
know.
probably?
I mean,
Those
I do
are
use those a ton.
quite literally. I use those every single
They're
day.
so someone. I was talking to someone the other day, and he's like, "I only use boom mics. I don't like using the little lapels." I was like, you don't have wireless pros then."
Okay, I will say the audio quality, like it with the rooms, boom mics are 100% better.
Yeah.
But like if you have a good room or you're doing a solo shot, man, I will say I don't tell my employer this, but I forgot a piece of I bring my equipment to shoot, and I forgot like my mics. I was bringing this stuff to shoot, and I forgot it, and so I used the wireless pros,
which is fantastic.
which is fine. But I had to pen tool the audio, all of it, to make it match the quality of these.
Yeah.
Because they're sitting right next to each other, so there's some mic bleed. And yeah, I told them, I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna try this out, but in reality, I just forgot them. I just forgot the mics at home.
The amount of times that happens with a client check. Oh yeah, we're just gonna try this. Never sees like
That never happens to me though. So like I was very like sad.
oh, that's
I mean, I could have driven home in time to like pick it up, but I mean, the wireless pros are good enough to.
the amount of times that I tell like try out a new pose just because I want to. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
and you're like,
never sees the light of day.
yeah, for real. I will say that is the one thing is extremely relatable. There's a couple things. One, posing. Like if I tell you to do a pose, I'll pretend for like 30 seconds. Oh yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
And then yeah, it will never see the light of day. And then the other thing is locations, because like I'll try and take people to locations without using like planning or apps or anything, and they'll end up terribly. And then I'm like, oh yeah, I actually wanted to go to this one. We'll come back to this one when there's worse lighting. But yeah, like locations are like such a big thing. And I started using this app because I kept messing up, and I was like, there's
Dude,
no way.
I will say, like, I've been babied now with how, like, because Skylar comes with me to all my shoots.
Yeah.
I mean, as much as you can. It's like with couples or girls, then when I can just have Skylar, just like, all right, just look for stray hairs and fix
Right.
jewelry. Because, like,
Yeah.
I don't want to have to deal with that. And even, like, with couples, I can just have Skylar be, like, the small talk, and I can just focus on shooting and getting the good photos. Like, I just did an engagement shoot, and Skylar couldn't go. So it was like the first time in a second that I've had to like do everything by myself. And I was like, I was kind of nervous, like, dang, it's been a second. And then I got to do it, and it was fine. But I was like,
Yeah.
man, I kind of missed
And
just
having like a second assistant there to like scroll through like Pinterest or like an
Yes.
app where they can just like see like locations and stuff and see like poses is clutch. Like,
Dude,
there's
yeah.
no other way to do it.
incredible.
Chat, clip that.
Yeah, I don't know, honestly, though, if I would say is there ever a time to bring 3 people for a photo for a wedding?
For a wedding, film. If you have a film, if someone's like, I want like 50-50 digital and film.
That or content?
Yeah, especially if you're like, oh, like I'm starting out content for my social media and I need content for myself.
I famously hired my brother to just shoot content at me
which
at a
is
wedding.
so genius because he's natural
Yeah.
and he's a people person. Like
Yeah.
he's not gonna go hide. Like he's more extroverted than you, right?
Yeah, and he actually will. Like, I was like, hey, can you go grab like this tablecloth, and you just do it. Like,
He's also like a gentleman, so like there's never like an awkward interaction of like he's the guy you can send.
or if it is, it's funny. Like,
That's true.
Yeah.
You can send him though to go get like a mom or something who's like struggling. So that's helpful. Man, I should hire Jake for my stuff. Everyone go hire Jake. Well, he should just start like a wedding content business.
Loki.
I guess there's not really a space for men to do that though.
That's I feel like a lot of couples too lean towards female wedding photographers.
I did.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
I mean, I just happened to get one. I don't think I like chose her because she was a female. Honestly, Skylar might have, but
I think I only would have had a woman shoot my wedding.
I think because Skylar and I work together, that helps us with weddings a lot.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I don't know. It really depends. Like, if you're a dude shooting weddings, you have to be like very, very like kind.
You also just have to be prepared for anything and just know your couples.
Yeah, and be prepared to have blisters.
Like some couples will be like, if you're a guy, they'll be like, oh, like the bride's gonna go change, like go outside. Other couples will like just drop their dress in front of you. And you're just like, capture the moment.
Yeah,
like,
I always like defer to the bridesmaid or the maid of honor and the mom, because typically they'll give like a pretty obvious cue of like come back in or leave or whatever, and it's super helpful.
Yeah,
because no one wants pictures of them like actively changing. They just want pictures of them getting ready in their dress.
I mean that.
So there's like a fine like 30-second line.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
you can make it happen.
It's just like they want the sweet moments usually with a mom and daughter.
Right. But you can hide. The worst thing is like when you're a videographer and then there's a photographer like who's not being aware of the mirrors in the dressing room, and you're like, get out of my shot.
Venues just need to know like the mirrors on each side is annoying. Put them on one side or something.
It's a dangerous game. And like for photo, it's fine because you can just like marquee them out or whatever. But yeah, for video, it's bad. You got to zoom in real tight.
Yeah. I've had to fix a lot of crops. Let's take like a break.
2-minute break.
Yeah.
All right. We're back. We had to summon some good ideas.
The photography industry is oversaturated because there's no longer any barriers to getting into it.
That's true. That's definitely true. Especially with car photography.
Well, it's just like anyone could get a camera and shoot a good photo.
Yeah.
Like there's literally the only barrier is yourself.
Yes. And like the amount of effort you're going to put in. That's why everyone always says like F8 and be there, because you really can just like hold your camera at your waist, put it at F8, start shooting, and you're good. Like you will get a good photo eventually. Yeah. Which is wild.
I mean, yeah, I feel I'm sorry. Yeah, when film was way harder. That's my hot take.
Jarvis, cut that. I'm just kidding.
Okay, wait. Did we ever cover that guy enough on how like the
Cole Walliser? No, we did not. Guy? No.
Well, I've seen so many people reacting to it recently, and like, do you think he'll get invited back?
Yeah, he was at the Grammys,
Golden Globes.
He was at Grammys last night.
Last night?
Yeah.
You think like people like saw him and they're like,
no,
one cares?
I don't think so.
No.
I think it was everyone who's broke being like,
I'd be curious to go into his comment section. You know what?
I mean, speaking of comment sections, I'm kidding.
I don't get it. Oh. Oh.
We should not go.
No. I'm just taking Glambot's comments. For those of you who don't know, basically someone reached out to the Glambot guy, asked him if he could shoot something for them, and he like called them poor and like was very rude.
That's pushing it.
That's not pushing it.
Mute the audio.
I want to talk about some emails that I sent years ago that resurfaced recently.
This is his response.
Wait, I want to listen. Hold it up to the mic.
And that is not okay.
Wait, start over.
This is Glambot's response.
I want to talk about some emails that I sent years ago that resurfaced recently. The tone in these emails was dismissive and curt, and that is not okay. In 2019, I didn't have a team around me. It was just myself. I edited every single video. I answered every single email, and I was overwhelmed. But that is not an excuse. Everything lands on me.
Good ownership.
The hardest part about all of this is being labeled racist. I'm half Chinese, and growing up, issues.
I have not seen anyone.
I did not. Yeah, I don't know about that.
The comments are good.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Someone said, "Don't apologize for people's reactions. Apologize for your actions."
Yeah.
My parents always taught me that growing up, that your reaction is your responsibility. It doesn't matter what other people did to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Am I still growing up? Yes. Do I not do that? Yes.
We learn every day. We get better every day.
Cucumba, vitamins, minerals.
Okay.
Someone commented on our podcast the other day. It said, "I hope this podcast never goes mainstream." And I was like, yeah. I was like, you are mean. But like, they meant it in a nice way. You know what they meant.
Oh, they meant it in
they meant it in like a way of like, they want to have us stay niche. They want to have us like always be like an indie podcast.
Yeah.
And my response to that is 100%. I agree with you. That's why we're always talking about like our subscription being like $1 if we were going to have one, or like $2 a month.
Yeah.
And it's because, well, one, we aren't doing this for the money.
I haven't even told you this.
What?
Oh my gosh. I've been working in secret behind your back. So did you watch the thing I sent you?
Which thing?
The YouTube video about physical media?
I haven't watched it yet.
Okay.
I told you I was going to watch it later. I've been working on it for
There's a company mentioned in that I'm not going to mention yet in case we end up working them in case we end up working with them in the future. But there's a high probability chance with what I've been talking with their HR person who's supposed to get me in contact with the CEO. But it's a company basically that exists to rival Adobe.
Oh,
and they are not subscription. You buy their software once and you own it. And because they don't like the subscription.
All of Adobe?
So they don't have a photo editing software, but graphic design wise, they have like everything you could want. And like they have like their Photoshop, you could edit photos in. It's just not. I wouldn't use it yet, but they're working on a photo editing software.
Okay.
Anyways, like great company. They basically agree with everything that we say on this podcast, and like they would be the ideal sponsor. So I'm trying to get them to like literally just headline sponsor
That's
every
crazy.
episode. But then the guy seems like he would be cool, but I haven't actually talked to the real guy yet. But
yeah. So basically, like we're not trying to do this for the money. We're not trying to do this for clout or fame or whatever. We genuinely do want to provide like enjoyment and value.
Yeah.
And so we will keep it. Like if you guys want it, I mean, in the future with taxes and everything, like there will be more investments made into this podcast just to like help with tax breaks and everything. Like
my drone's getting written off as a tax write-off. Not for this, but for my company.
You use it mostly for personal enjoyment, so be very careful.
No, I used it for like so many weddings. I've used it for shoots all this year.
I guess you do. Do you use it more for shoots or for personal enjoyment?
I mean, it used to be, and then I've only used it for shoots like
that's
recently.
Good. That'll help. But I had to be really careful this year and evaluate because this year my write-offs are very important. And I had to be really honest and be like, how much, because you can't write stuff off that you use it like a salary job and say like, oh yeah, I'm using this for work. So like these lenses, like I've made like zero money, basically not zero money, but I've made like not as much money on them as I've used them for personal enjoyment. Now that one I can fully write off because we use it like almost entirely for the podcast.
Yeah.
So like I can do like 80% or so because it basically only gets used for the podcast.
Yeah.
But like the lights pretty much only use them for the podcast, like 80-90%. And then this thing, I've used it like 2 other times. So that's entirely for the podcast. So like, yeah, you have to be really careful with tax write-offs. But with that being said, like in the future, there will be investments into this podcast, like a studio or like a set or something.
Physical location.
I want you guys to be very honest with like changes. Cause in the past I've seen podcasts that get big and they change and the fans hate it. And they're like, this sucks. Like, I wish you were back in your kitchen making these.
You have to hold the mics 20. We can never get a mic stand.
No, that's going to be our thing. Even if like my hands get like, because one time I broke my hand and they were like worried it would never be the same.
It's duct tape it to the cast.
So I would just have them like make my fingers like that so I can hold the mic.
Yeah.
But yeah, we love you guys and we truly do. Like we made a Discord today. I'll link it in the bio. Like if you're listening to this podcast, go join our Discord. I'll put in the description of the video and the podcast. But like we generally do want to connect with you guys and help you guys connect with other creatives. So I hope you guys are enjoying this and I hope it's fun because it's definitely fun for us. Anyways, let's roast Sony.
Sony sucks.
Anyways, let's make fun of Nikon.
Okay, well, did you see the responses to the Canon log one?
Yeah.
Or people were saying that like
our colors are bad?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to work on it tonight.
I mean, think they're bad.
I'll take it.
They're just real.
Yeah. I'll take it. I'll take any criticism.
Yeah.
At this point, I gave it some thought. I think we could do more contrast. So I'm going to do more contrast.
Cool.
Like I'm not really like offended. I do think like everyone has their opinion.
Anyone can find something like
right. And that's good. Because like the more hate that y'all give us, the better we can be.
Yeah.
Which is true. And like I'm past the point of like being offended by every comment. Back in the day, dude, it was bad.
Yeah.
Like it was really bad. But now we get too many to read, which is nice.
have you seen-
That's a good problem to have.
Yeah. Did you see that in Netflix contracts for movies, you have to state the plot at least 4 times?
Yeah, that's terrible.
They're ruining writing.
Because of second screen viewing.
Yes.
That's disgusting.
And if I'm assuming the thing with Warner Brothers is going to go through. So,
Bro,
we're cooked.
Every time I see the Warner Brothers logo, I like genuinely say a prayer.
Well, I mean, we're about to see a huge shift in streaming no matter what, because HBO, assuming that goes through, HBO and Netflix are going to combine.
I want you to talk about what you were talking about earlier about the Blu-ray thing.
Okay.
Because this is like, so everyone called me freaking crazy. Everyone said I was nuts. And then finally, Luke was like, oh, yeah, he brought this up on his own. And I was like, am I not nuts?
Yeah. So basically, for those of you who don't know, I started collecting Blu-ray discs and physical media because I want to actually own my movies, because streaming services are ripping us off constantly, and they also are like can like change the movies. And they can basically get rid of whatever they wanted to, and you lose access. On top of that, streaming is not that good.
It's not good quality. So let me give a preface to this. So what Luke's about to talk about has entirely to do with bit rate. If you don't know what bit rate is, basically there's a bunch of bit rates in cameras right now. There's 8-bit color, which is only 256 colors. There's 10-bit color, which I believe is 1,024 colors. And then there's 12-bit, which I think is 5,000 colors or something around those lines. So that's your camera's color bit rate. And then also each codec has its own bit rate, which is how much data it's like inputting and outputting per second. So like that's why you have like 95 megabytes per second on a photo SD card, but like 300 megabytes per second on like a video SD card. And then there's like CF Express or whatever, which has like 500 or 1 gigabyte per second, like codecs, like those massive file sizes. So then when you export in like say Premiere or DaVinci, you have an option to select your bitrate and your codec. So you have like .movie, H.265, like MPEG, MP4, all these different types of like output codecs. And they're basically just all packages that package up your data. And then there's constant bitrate, variable bitrate. There's variable bitrate 1 pass and 2 pass, which is just like when there's more intensive images going on, variable bitrate will give that section more bitrate. But then like if there's only black on screen, it'll cut the bitrate in that section, so you're not eating up a bigger file. So we use constant bitrate. We only use 45 megabytes per second, which is decent, but for a 6K podcast, we could go up to like 170 or 200 megabytes a second, and like you get full richness and full quality. So when these companies claim to say 4K, yeah, it's 4K, like it's 3840 by 2160 showing on your screen, sure. But you might be getting like 6 megabytes per second of actual detail, which is why you see like banding in the shadows, like color banding. So if you ever notice like the light has like a gradient. So that's why.
So I recently bought Rogue One, and I'm currently still paying for Disney Plus. I haven't canceled it yet. So we wanted to pull up the difference. So I was watching it, and I was like, man, like these blacks are so black. Like, is my TV too dark?
Right.
So I pulled up the streaming platform to compare it, and like, no. Like in the streaming platform, but like the blacks are like almost like the shadows have been lifted.
They're like gray.
Yes.
Yeah. And there's also OLED TVs, which if you want the real experience, go buy yourself. They're expensive. Like I would not recommend it. But like if you want true black, that's how you get it.
Yeah. But basically like the blacks, and mind you, a Blu-ray disc is 1080 technically.
Yeah.
And light and day better than the 4K you get from streaming.
Yes. It is worth it. And then viewing distance comes into play with that. So like if you sit farther back, you'll get a better viewing experience.
Yeah, and also size of screen. But
yeah, it's just night and day. It truly is.
If you have, I would say if you have below like a 60-inch or below, 1080 is gonna be fine.
I've watched 720p on my. I have a 4K Blu-ray player. I've put 720p DVDs in there.
But it upscales it, right? Your 4K player probably upscales.
That's what it claims to do. I don't really know. It doesn't actually really work like that. It's not like upscaling is not always a good thing. So yeah. But on my 65-inch TV, 720p, if I'm sitting like on that back couch in my living room, it looks just fine. Yeah. Like genuinely, which is insane. So Yeah, go buy yourself like if I could tell you to buy one DVD on Blu-ray, The Life of Pi.
I just got it. I don't know yet.
When I tell you there's genuinely a difference in the viewing experience, it is insane.
I'm excited. I literally have like over 100 movies being currently shipped to my house because I bought some individually that I wanted, but then I also bought a 10 movie mystery pack. Who knows what I'm gonna get? That's just for the experience. $12 for 10 Blu-rays. Okay. And then I bid on 2 20-pack of Blu-rays that I actually knew were in them, and I liked them all. They were like comedies. So I'm getting like both Pitch Perfects.
I have the Pitch Perfect trilogy on Blu-ray.
And then a couple other ones that I probably shouldn't say on the podcast.
Fair enough. Cars 2 and Cars 3.
I got the Peanut movie. I got the Bee movie.
That's Morgan's favorite movie, probably the Peanuts movie.
I haven't seen it, so I'm excited.
It's about once you watch it, you'll know why she likes it.
Okay.
Trust.
I got World War Z, which is one of my favorite movies ever.
I love that movie.
They're making a second one. They just got announced this year.
I don't know if I'm excited about that. Is Brad Pitt in it?
The Brad Pitt's not in it.
I'm not gonna watch it.
It's reprising. I'm gonna butcher his name, but not Brad Pitt.
Cool.
Which I'm kind of sad about.
Yeah, I don't want to watch it probably.
But those are I think that it has the best zombies of any movie or show ever.
I can agree. That is not even an opinion.
Sprint at you.
That might be a fact.
Yeah, I don't. Apparently, I was reading the IMDb and they said they don't like the zombies.
Oh my gosh, bro. Okay, so this is another thing. Library cards. I'm telling you, like I've been on this game since like probably junior year of high school. I've been grinding the library card because
how did they let you get in to the colony though?
Because I live in the colony.
But I went to Irving. And my ID doesn't say Irving on it, so they wouldn't let me do it.
And I just told them like, hey, I own a house here. Like, I have a photo ID. My wife has a photo ID. Like, can we come get our cards?
But it doesn't say the colony on it, right?
But hers does.
Oh.
So they were like, yeah, like we understand. Come on in. Nice. So you have to change your license. Also, do that within 30 days of moving there, or you'll get your license like suspended.
No way.
I got pulled over the other day.
No way.
Yeah. So, whoops. But. Yeah, so the library has like a vast selection of Blu-rays and DVDs, and that's a great way to see new movies. They had this one movie called Mickey 17, literally probably one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life. It was made by Bong Joon-ho. I don't know how to say his name, but the guy who made Parasite, which is just an insanely good movie. And it was probably the biggest waste of time I've ever seen in my life. Like, it was almost as bad as Red One.
That's terrible.
And another one of the movies that I hate is called Moonfall. If you ever have like 3 hours where you want to like die, go watch Moonfall, and it's probably the worst movie ever.
Yeah. I spread a good one.
Yeah. And guess what they're all made by? Prime Video.
Come on. Come on.
Surprise, surprise.
Most behind the scenes content is staged.
Have you seen the new thing with AI? Behind the scenes content?
No, but I'm just saying
people faking behind the scenes with AI. Because AI can do that.
I believe it. But also any behind the scenes content, you have to set up the tripod.
Yeah, but there's like a behind the scenes guy.
Sometimes.
Most of the time.
For movies.
No, we had one for our music videos that we shot for Prestonwood.
Yeah, but if we were to release a behind the scenes of our podcast,
we just bring Christian in, have him shoot it.
Yeah, for $300 a day. More than that.
$800 a day. More than that. $1,000 a day. We got to keep it rolling, bro.
Yeah.
What was I saying? Oh, yeah, we're chilling.
Viral photos usually aren't because it's good photography.
On TikTok, that is for sure. That is for sure. Yeah, no. If you're getting comments on your photos on TikTok, just know it's not because you're good. Because photography on TikTok does terrible.
Devious.
Wow. I will say I do try and comment on people's photography on TikTok.
Yeah.
From our account, just to be like, good job.
Education content outperforms actual content.
That's all I watch. It's educational content.
I know. And I feel like it's like, isn't that kind of like...
That's why the CPM is higher. CRM or whatever.
Yeah.
Because like vlogs with no like climax or anything, or like no like general direction do terrible on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like they might do good views wise, but money wise, like it's so bad. That's why like y'all stuff gets like $10.
Yeah.
Which is because it's like actually a valuable like viewing
Audience,
experience, even though it's at 720p.
Yeah.
Which is wild.
It's easier to get better at shooting than editing.
Yeah, I would say it's so easy to get stuck when you're editing.
There's just way more to focus on when you're
It's
editing.
also sad. Like editing is not like a fun experience all the time. Or like I'm always in a time crunch on my edits, so there's no real time to experiment.
Yeah, I agree. I would agree with that. It's a lot harder to get creative if you're and with what we do. I guess actual editors probably do.
Like weddings and stuff, you have that time. But yeah, when I'm turning out stuff in like 24 hours sometimes.
It's hard because like
a full event recap.
Like when I feel like when most photographers or videographers, it's like we try to label ourselves, but it's like I'm not either. I'm both, and there's not a word for me. And I also edit, but I wouldn't call I'm not as good as a professional editor.
I'm not an editor.
Exactly.
I've looked at so many editing jobs.
You're a photographer or videographer who edits.
Yes.
So it's like and it's hard to like get that across sometimes.
I've looked at so many editing jobs like on LinkedIn and stuff, just like looking around to see what there is.
There's no way I can do one.
Dude, they're hard.
Yeah.
Like some of the recommendation like stuff, I'm like, I don't even like Good had an editor position open and their editing like requirements weren't that difficult, but I was just like, I don't want to let them down. Dude Perfect has a vertical editing position open right now. And I was like, I don't want to apply because I don't want to like let them down.
Yeah.
Like, even though I know I'd be able to learn and like be willing to learn, like, I think they want someone going in ready and like
Just knows Blender
who's
already.
perfect. Yeah. Yeah. Genuinely.
Yeah.
I mean, they want someone who's goated at After Effects.
Yeah.
Because like one day they're going to ask you to do something and they're going to need it on a certain time and you're toast.
Yeah, and if you're working in After Effects, I mean, that's taking up half your time already.
like you're rendering out
Yeah.
for 10 days. Yeah, it's bad.
Photographers spend more than videographers.
Bro, that's the worst take I've ever heard.
I agree. I don't know why they said it.
That is horrible. Do you know how expensive it is to be a videographer just off storage alone?
I'm trying to think of like, did it mean it's surely on a gear basis? No. But
Okay.
like, is there any?
Let's think about this. When did you buy your first SSD or hard drive?
When I did video,
Exactly. And how much was that?
a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one thing alone.
I'm trying to think of maybe
Microphones, ND filters,
lights. Yeah.
well, I already said microphones.
I guess some photographers get lights.
Computers. But photography lights are cheaper.
Yeah.
Like a flash, like how much wattage you can get out, like how many stops you can get out of like a flash per penny.
Yeah.
Insane. Yeah. I will say Amaran has been kicking butt lately, dude.
Really?
Yes.
I
And
would.
like just these lights, like such a good user experience. I used some black lights.
Dude, I have a friend. Oh man, I really hope I can say this. I don't think
just say it.
he or anyone else watches this podcast. I'm gonna say it.
Okay.
But I was talking with him, and he's like, "Yeah, like I have these really good lights. You can borrow them if you want to sometime." I was like, "Oh, really? Which ones?" He's like, "Newer 60 watts."
Oh yeah, so they're small. Newer is fine.
No,
I
but
think these are 60 watt.
I'm like, if for stuff that I've been trying to do, it's like I need like at least 200 to 300 watts.
Oh, minimum.
yeah,
Yeah,
I was like 60 watts.
and maybe multiple.
But
Of
then he said
them.
like they're really bright, 60 watts.
Compared to your lamp.
I guess yeah,
I think these are 60 watts right here. They're barely casting a shadow.
yeah.
I wonder what they are. Let me look real quick. Yeah, 45 watts. That's so sad.
Dang.
So 60 watt is better.
This is a good quote.
All right.
Most of the iconic photos throughout history would not go viral if they were taken today.
I think print journalism did a lot for stuff.
I don't know, because like the picture of Trump with his fist in the air, I feel like that is on par with like the World War II photos where it's like they're both just historical moments and no matter what, they're going to go viral.
Wait, so do you agree with the quote or disagree?
I think I disagree. I think those really famous photos would go viral no matter what.
So I think like the difference is like the moment. Like it's not about like the quality of the photo. I mean, it is in a way. But like if you look at like a photo like the falling man taken on 9/11, like the quality's normal.
Yeah, but it's not.
It's not like there's nothing about it. Like it's not like, oh my gosh, look at that creamy bokeh.
It's the moment behind it.
It's the moment.
Yeah.
And I mean, yeah, there happens to be a lot of good symmetry. He caught it at the right moment, but like it's the moment in time. And like if you don't know what that photo is, what the story is around it, you're like, it's not that great of a photo. But once you know the historical significance of it and the fact that that person was jumping to make a decision to end their life because the only other option was to burn alive, that's why it matters. So like print journalism to me is like so important. And I've actually been looking into making like my own show, like either an interview style show or like more journalism centric, just because like I've been so inspired recently by like the need for journalism with AI coming around and like how bad everything's getting.
I mean, it's gotten, I don't want to get political, but something's recently
so bad.
Yeah.
It's just so bad. And so like, I don't want to do like political stuff or like major problems in the world. I just want to tell like real stories, not just like, oh yeah, let me go write a short film. And just with all the stuff that's come out, like the CIA whistleblower, I think his name's John Tirakow or something, like just the quality of his way that he speaks and like his voice and his storytelling ability. Like there are people out there who need to have their stories told. And I just feel like with newspapers dying off, journalism becoming like the 24-hour news cycle and not like actual real stories anymore, and just like everything's behind a paywall. I feel like free, like good open source journalism, like what Ken Burns made with his documentaries on like world wars and everything, like that stuff needs to come back. Like I know we ended PBS like as a country, which is probably one of the worst things that's ever happened.
Isn't that like Cyber Chase? Oh, I missed that show. Yeah.
Cyber Chase, Word Girl, Martha Speaks,
Arthur?
Super Y. Well, I didn't like Arthur. I wasn't really allowed to watch it. He was too mean to his sister.
Well, really?
Yeah.
I've never noticed that.
That's why my family didn't want me to grow up and be like Arthur.
Yeah.
But like, isn't Franklin on PBS?
What's that?
The turtle?
Really?
My goat.
I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, come on. So I think just like free content that's like actual quality, not behind a paywall, not like with necessarily any agenda other than to make the world a better place. Like it's gone. So I don't know.
I agree.
Anyways, back to roasting Sony.
Honestly, I think we're good.
I think that's it.
I think we're solid for them.
All right. Well, I got my rant out. Okay, don't forget, if you want to talk to us whenever you want, join the Discord. I'll have the link down in the bio. You can add your friends. We'll have moderators on there, so if you add your friends and they be stupid, they'll probably get banned. But yeah, that's going to be this episode. Subscribe. Please share this episode with your fans. Yeah, we're growing a lot, but we're growing slow, so help us out.
Good
All right,
work
see
on
ya.
it.